They had absolute power, they ruled thousands, but couldn't rule their own minds. These kings went down in history not as heroes, but as the most insane monarchs of all time. The last one, he made his horse a minister. Number 10. Ludwig II of Bavaria. He built a castle straight out of a fairy tale, then locked himself inside and spoke to mirrors. Ludwig II would sit for hours staring at reflections, commissioned private operas just for himself, and spent millions from the royal treasury on fantasy projects. His ministers declared him insane and removed him from the throne. The next day, he was found dead, drowned in a shallow lake next to the doctor who declared him mad. Number 9. Ivan the Terrible, Russia, the first Russian Tsar. He started with reforms and ended with blood. Obsessed with conspiracies, Ivan created the Oprichnina, a personal death squad. He drowned cities in terror. In a fit of rage, he killed his own son, then beat his head on the floor, begging for forgiveness. Till his death, he saw demons, and drank antidotes to poisons that never existed. Number 8. Charles VI of France. He believed his body was made of glass. Charles VI wore iron clothing, just in case he might shatter. He banned people from touching him, forgot who he was, and once tried to arrest himself. He shouted at furniture and sentenced 3 chairs to death. His reign became known as the Transparent Horror. Number 7. Zhengde Emperor, China. An emperor who played poor for fun. He built fake villages in his garden, disguised himself as a merchant, and forced courtiers to act like beggars. He led an army of teenage boys, held orgies in his ancestors' shrine, and had "The Emperor Doesn't Want to Be Emperor" painted on palace walls. He died after falling into a wine pool he'd made for swimming. Number 6. Nero, Rome. An artist with imperial power. He set Rome on fire so he could watch it burn while playing the liar. He killed his mother, wife, and mentor, then blamed the fire on Christians, and started a massacre. He hosted plays where the audience feared both clapping and not clapping. His final words: "What an artist dies in me." Number 5. Friedrich Wilhelm I of Prussia, known as the Soldier King. Friedrich Wilhelm was obsessed with building the tallest army in the world. He created a special regiment called the Potsdam Giants, made up only of abnormally tall men, often over 2 meters. He spent massive sums to recruit them from all over Europe, but that wasn't enough. He forced tall men and women to have children together, hoping to breed a race of giant soldiers, and in the most disturbing twist, he even used mechanical stretching devices to try to make his soldiers taller, literally pulling their bodies to unnatural lengths. For Friedrich Wilhelm, height meant power, even if it caused pain and humiliation. Number 4. Henry VIII, England. He changed an entire religion because the Pope refused his divorce. Henry VIII executed 2 of his 6 wives, exiled 2 more, and nearly burned one at the stake. He grew so obese he couldn't walk, and ordered servants to drag him around the palace on a fur-covered sled. His final wife remarried, 1 week after his death. Rumor has it, she ran away with his sword. Number 3. Pol Pot, Cambodia. He decided to reset his entire country, banned books, glasses, medicine, and schools. Anyone who could read was executed. City people were exiled to jungles, and Cambodia became a prison without walls. He believed intellect was a virus, and ruled over ashes and silence. Number 2. Mustafa I, Ottoman Empire. He spent most of his life locked in a royal cage, the kafes, then suddenly became sultan. He played with fish in palace fountains, talked to invisible spirits, ordered shadows to be executed, and dressed as a woman every morning to fool fate. He was locked up again. He didn't notice. And number 1. Caligula, Rome. He made his horse a senator, demanded people bow to statues with his face, held orgies in temples, executed people randomly for order, declared war on Poseidon, and ordered his army to throw spears into the sea. His guards stabbed him to death. Some say even they couldn't take it anymore. They ruled nations, but not their own minds. Some heard voices, some talked to mirrors, some built underground palaces to hide from reality. All of them became living proof that power without limits is the most dangerous madness. Which one seemed the most terrifying? Or the most ridiculous? Tell us in the comments and subscribe.